says, come hither, and I shall light a candle of understanding in thine heart, which shall not be put out till the things be performed, which thou shalt begin to write. And when thou hast done some things shalt thou publish, and some things shalt thou show secretly to the wise.
Yep, some things shalt thou publish, and some things shalt thou show secretly to the wise, man. Because some people can't get the deep mysteries and everything. And this is not, even though we have the Apocrypha, it's still, you know, we still ain't got all of the books. Because you read in the Old Testament, speak about certain prophets that wrote books, man. And we don't have those books in here.
Tomorrow, this hour shalt thou begin to write. Then went I forth as he commanded, and gathered all the people together, and said, Hear these words, O Israel. Our fathers at the beginning were strangers in Egypt, from whence they were delivered.
Yeah. So he said, he was speaking to Israel. The same thing we're doing today. Coming out here speaking to Israel, the Negroes, Latinos, and the Native Americans. Going back to the mortal thoughts as well. You read in Mark, the 1st chapter, the Lord said he's going to make them fishers of men to go out on the highways and byways. Go ahead.
And received the law of life, which they kept not, which ye also have transgressed after them.
Which ye also have transgressed after them. Go ahead.
Then was the land, even the land of Zion, parted among you by lot, but your fathers and ye yourselves have done unrighteousness.
Yeah, so the Lord gave us land, he gave us this, he gave us that, and then we fell by the transgression. We wanted to be like the heathen. We did exactly what our people is doing today, being wicked and trying to be like the heathen, man. The Bible was written for the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans so we can have that order. So when salvation comes, we can receive that salvation.
They have not kept the ways which the highest commanded.
Yep, the law, statutes, and commandments. Because it tells you in Deuteronomy 4, man, this is what makes us different from the other nations.
And for as much as he is a righteous judge, he took from you in time the thing that he had given you. And now are you here, and your brethren amongst you. Therefore, if so be that you will subdue your own understanding and reform your hearts, ye shall be kept alive.
Yeah, you have to subdue your own understanding. You can't go, it's not about you. You can't serve the Lord how you want to serve the Lord. You got to serve the Lord how the scriptures tell you you're supposed to serve him. And then what it say, reform your hearts?
Okay.
Yeah, reform your hearts, your mind. Letting go of the mortal thoughts. Getting your house in order.
Says, ye shall be kept alive, and after death ye shall obtain mercy.
Yep, and after death you shall obtain mercy. Because when you read the scriptures, there was plenty of times where Israel went off and then they came back, and they went off and then they came back. You know what I'm saying? As far as serving the Lord and being wicked and then trying to get right. So this time we went off, and then now we're getting back right. You know, as much as possible, so to speak, because we can't keep the whole law, but as much as we can, we do through Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So now we're getting back right, and it's going to be the last time, because after this, the new covenant comes, where the Lord is going to write the word in our inward parts. So we're not even going to think about being wicked. He's going to write it in our minds. And they like in the book of Eli. Like in the book of Eli, how he knew the whole Bible, that's how we're gonna be. We're gonna know the whole Bible. It's gonna actually be a part of us, so to speak. To where the wicked thoughts, all of the adultery and you know, the stealing and all of that, it's not even gonna be there. That's why our kingdom is gonna last forever. That's exactly why America can't go on forever, because it's the complete opposite of the scriptures.
It says, let's see, verse 35. For after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again, and then shall the names of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared.
Yep, and that's going to happen now. Like even in Matthew, he said, this generation shall not pass. Well, that generation had actually passed, so he was saying, he was speaking prophetically, meaning this time, this generation, because this is the time when all of the different prophecies is going on. You have a lot of people that say, oh, that been going on, that been this and been that. Yeah, you're right, but now everything is going on all at once. You got people doing uprising, economies failing, different nations getting ready for war, like earthquakes. Like I think is it Belarus? Yeah, Belarus. They like, you know, they hollered at Russia. They like, hey, you know what I'm saying? We want some, you know, nukes too, man, because everybody else getting nukes. Everybody else around us getting ready for war. We need some weapons. So everybody is getting into that getting ready for war, basically. Yeah, they have to choose a side, man. That's why the scripture said, you know, turn all your arrows and shoot them at Babylon, man. Because everybody's going to be against America and Israel. Those Jew rats. That's what it's going to come down to. Like the brother said, you're going to have to choose a side, man.
It says, let no man therefore come unto me now, nor seek after me these
Isaiah.
Isaiah chapter 24, verse 10. The city of confusion is broken down.
Yeah, the city of confusion, Babylon, is broken down. But like the brother just said, you're going to have to choose a side. So with going back to the whole mortal thoughts, you know what I'm saying, and having to be spiritual, the same with us, man. You're either going to eat from the table of the Lord or the table of the devils. You're either going to roll and die with Babylon, or you're going to, you know, live for the Most High, man. Go ahead. Read that again?
Yeah. The city of confusion is broken down.
Yep, the city of confusion is broken down. America. Like I said, this place is polluted. It's broken down because of this pollution. It's corrupt. You can't have a corrupt society and expect it to go on forever, man. The streets is broken down. The government is broken down. All through wickedness.
The morals are broken down.
Yeah, oh, the morals, ethics, there is none, man. It's a dog-eat-dog world, man. And it's it said a house divided against itself shall not stand. And that's exactly what's going on with America. It's the city of confusion. You got men against women, children against parents. And then ultimately you got the righteous against the wicked. Because we don't want to stay here. If everybody was supposed to come together and sing Kumbaya, you have those that realize America's corrupt and that it's wicked, man. So that's a flaw in the system right there. That it can't happen.
Isaiah 24 and 10. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man come in.
Every house is shut up, that no man come in. Go ahead.
There's a cry for wine in the streets.
Yeah, but crying for wine in the streets. What's related to wine? These scriptures, man. It tells you in Proverbs that wisdom crieth in the streets. Because everybody wants to know the knowledge of the Bible, or they claim to know the knowledge of the Bible. And especially when it actually, when the doors are shut and everything, once you start seeing a lot of these different businesses boarded up, you know, and gated and all of that, people gonna be looking for answers. Then it's really gonna be a cry for the wine in the streets.
All joy is darkened.
Yeah, all joy is darkened. You're having a little fun now, but pretty soon all of that joy is gonna be darkened. It said, woe to them that laugh now, for ye shall mourn later.
The mirth of the land is gone. The city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction.
Yep. And that's because eventually it's going to come to where the economy is going to have to go to shit. It's going to crash. The famine is going to come. All of the different prophecies. Read that last part again.
In the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction.
Yep, desolation, even from death, man. Because when all of these different things come about, you're going to see death a lot. It's going to be normal. Or even in the concentration camps. They're going to be torturing people and killing people in there because, like you said earlier, that whole chip situation. For them to call and try to get you to, your baby ain't even here yet, and they trying to chip your baby, man. This thing is, it's about to go down. And that's why you gotta trust in the Lord. You gotta put off the mortal thoughts. Do what you're supposed to do.
Also, it's a recording of Dick Cheney talking about an EMP attack.
Go ahead.
Basically about an EMP attack coming over the nation, which has set the whole country in the to uprising, in the utter chaos. There goes the famine, then they'll have to call in martial law, and then that's a whole domino effect with everything.
They said that's
North Korea got that EMP. North Korea got the EMP. They've been threatening to come against America. They've been hostile towards America. The main thing they needed to get that EMP over here is a long-range missile, which they've been working on for the longest. And they got it because you stop hearing them doing tests and all that, man. Once they shot, I believe they shot the missile either around Japan or somewhere toward the ocean, but basically showing that they can get that missile over here in America, which carries the EMP, you know?
Yeah, I heard that too, and he was saying how if they do that, we wouldn't know what to do. Everything is pretty much ran off of electricity, man. Especially, that's why I be telling people, like, you got certain countries that don't even got TVs, they ain't got laptops and iPads and all of that. But here in even running water. But here in America, a lot of that goes off electricity, man. That's why when the power go out, people don't know what to do. So that EMP will knock everything. That's no cars moving, no cars, no phones. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, they would have to send in martial law, man. Why? Because, hey, if there was an EMP, if it was to be an EMP, you know what's going to happen? You're going to have a lot of looting going around. You're going to have a whole lot of looting and breaking in houses and everything.
That stops everything. It stops commerce, it stops money transactions, it stops everything. You know, everything. America's, for some houses, got electric stoves, electric heaters. You know, everything's ran off electricity, cars. All right, so all this stuff will stop.